I'd like to welcome our guest today, Hunter Azure, who kicks off the UFC prelim card September 5th at the Apex in Las Vegas. Mr. Azure, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Just excited for fight week and just ready to get things going.
Awesome. So we'll hop right into it. You're at a 9-1 record right now, and the last time that we saw you in the cage was in May, where you unfortunately had your first loss against Brian Kelleher. So how were you able to deal with that first feeling of defeat, because you've obviously never been there on a professional stage before?
Oh man, yeah, I've never been there in a professional stage. First loss in my MMA professional career, but growing up, competing my whole life in wrestling, I mean, I've had plenty of losses. It's just you just shake those things off, get back to the drawing board, tweak some things, and just you just got to keep your head up, man. Like some people take these defeats and they can't come back from them, or they just let them get to them too much. It's man, the night after the fight, I took it, man, and just had to shake it off and get back to the drawing board, talk to my coaches, and just keep on the right track and get right back into the gym.
Has there been any added pressure on you these last couple of weeks to come out with a win, since this is your first camp that you've had to go through after suffering a loss, or has it been the same?
No, there's no added pressure. It's just same mindset, same focus. Yeah, I mean, just same focus, no pressure. I mean, just keeping my head on straight, and I'm just focused on that win now. Just same mentality, and everything's the same.
What adjustments have you made in this camp that have better prepared you for this coming Saturday?
Well, I ease back a little bit in like training, just train a little smarter, and just a little more mental aspect of it, and visualizing a little more things, and just yeah, I guess there hasn't been too much of a difference, man. Like I said, I've had plenty of losses in my career, and it's just, man, it's just part of sports. It's part of sports. You don't envision losing and stuff, but that happens, and you just got to keep rolling with it.
So how would this past fight camp rank compared to your past fight camps?
This is my best fight camp by far. I've enjoyed this one a lot more. Just getting just using the more technology and better stuff for recovery, and using just using the mental things, and just recovery tools and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I guess there wasn't too much for this camp.
So how do you like fighting in front of the fans versus no fans? Because you've already gotten a taste of both of them. Last time was your first time without no fans, and then obviously before that was all with fans.
Well, obviously having the fans in the arenas, that's awesome, and people drive off of that energy. It's a lot more fun to fight with the fans, that's for sure. But coming from the Contender Series background too, I mean, that's pretty empty arena, so it's a little similar. And then fighting in Florida for the first time with no crowd at all, it was definitely different, that's for sure. But you could hear both corners, you could hear the commentators, you could hear the TVs going. It's messes with your mind a little bit, but at the same time, it's a fight, and if you're focused, you're just in there in a tunnel vision and just focused on your opponent.
And how do you like fighting in the small cage versus the bigger cage? Because I thought that you had previously fought in the smaller cage before in May, but that was in Jacksonville, I had to remember. So that was a normal cage, right? But then you fought in the Contender Series last summer, and obviously that was at the Apex, so that was at the smaller cage. So you have a bit of experience with both sizes. Do you prefer one or the other, or does it not matter to you?
I honestly don't even really notice the difference. Our training cage at practice is more similar to the Apex, the smaller cage. So I guess most of my training and stuff has been in the smaller cage. So I guess there's less room to run, and a little more, you're more, I guess you're going to meet a lot more. If you can't run as much, you're going to hit the cage a lot more. But I think I'd prefer the smaller cage, honestly.
Yeah, and I would only have to assume that the cage size really affects the heavier weights more than the lower
Yeah.
weights because I feel like the only fighters that I really hear complaining about are the heavier guys or really tall, lankier fighters.
Yeah, that's how I see it too. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, 135. I'm not a big dude, so when I get in there, that the cage seems same size as me. The fence is taller than me, so I mean, it's just a cage. Yeah.
Hmm. So, what's your game plan coming into this fight, and do you see any weaknesses in Cole Smith that you plan on exploiting?
Um, just man, game plan. Just stick to the same way I fight. Just come in there. I got to use all my tools, use all aspects. Just I can't stick to one thing of just wrestling or just striking. I got to use all my tools. And Cole, he's just about the same record as me. We're both new in the UFC, so man, I'm just expecting the best Cole there is. So I'm just gonna be prepared for whatever, and I can't dictate too much on what he's going to do. I just got to drag him into my fight and just be prepared where I'm best at.
Absolutely, man. I really can't wait to see you perform on Saturday. That's all that we have for you today, and thank you so much for joining us.
All right. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good one, man.
You too, man. Thank you.